All right, BuckeyeHuddle.com here with Ohio State quarterback commit Tavien St. Tavien, 6 touchdown effort tonight, 4 through the air, 2 on the ground, and a season-opening win over Sydney. Could you have drawn up a better start, I guess, for you personally? A pretty mistake-free night and getting a lot of guys involved offensively.
Yeah, it was a great night overall. I think in the back half we struggled a little bit. There's some drives that we left out there that should have been we could have put the game away a lot earlier than we did. But up front, I thought they did a great job. They threw some weird stuff at us, like I said, and bringing guys from the boundary that we'll never see, and delayed blitzes and things like that. So just them being able to pick it up, knowing that I'm gonna move my feet, and that's kind of part of my game. It was huge for me to be able to do that and be comfortable moving my feet today. So
you made a lot of plays, kind of like off schedule,
yes,
kind of plays break down, and you've got a new cast kind of around you this year. I guess, how quickly have you been able to build chemistry? It looked like you guys were on the same wavelength quite a bit on those tonight.
Yeah, so I would just say this, with our skill guys, if we're not on the field practicing, we're practicing off the field. So, whether that's watching film, whether that's, just walking through routes on the field, not necessarily even running, but just walking through, and them just knowing my game. Like, a lot of guys came in from different schools, and a lot of guys came up from JV last year. So really just them learning my game, learning how I throw, things like that was big, and they've done a great job so far, and we put on a show tonight.
So many expectations for you, and you get the #1 ranking here recently, which congratulations on that. But how do you manage that? It's kind of your last. You want to enjoy your senior year, but there's the expectations, all the hoopla around you. I mean, how do you manage all that?
I'd say it's easier for me this year than it was last year, just because I have a year under my belt where there's kind of expectations. Like, coming to Ohio State is hard. People might not see it that way. Just he's a player, he can play, but there's things off the field that are just different with being an Ohio State commit. And just having a year under my belt has been really big for me, and I think I've just built confidence, and it's gotten to the point where Coach Kelly and Coach Day, they'll let me know before the game, don't even worry about any of the outside noise, just go play ball. And so that was big for me. I got calls from them today, just don't even worry about the Ohio State stuff, just go play ball, and I felt like I did that tonight. So
what's different about you right now versus maybe at this time last year? Obviously you've continued to mature physically, but just about your game, your mentality, or where do you think you are maybe?
Yeah, just through the weight training and stuff, I feel like I've built confidence. You just build confidence knowing you're one of the biggest dudes on the field, and I just feel like when I run the ball at full head of steam, it's hard to bring me down. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage, and I showed it tonight. Just put my foot in the ground and get vertical, and good things happen when that happens. So stepping up in the pocket's been great too.
And how are things going with Coach Kelly? Obviously, he's getting a lot of people excited about the Ohio State offense this year, different run game schemes, and just what he's going to bring to the table. But personally for you, how is that kind of one-on-one relationship going?
It's been incredible. I couldn't have asked for a better situation with him, Coach Larkin, and Coach Fessler in the quarterback room. I learned things just through normal conversations. It doesn't even have to be about football, but I learned things outside of football that you just from Coach Kelly. Coach Kelly has crazy stories. He always keeps the mood a little light, and but his knowledge is insane. I try and soak it in every time I'm around him. So it's been phenomenal. These next few months are going to be great too. I think he's going to do great things in Columbus, so I'm excited.
You've pretty much lived there the last several months. What's your take? Obviously, Will Howard named the starter. What's your take on Will? I'm sure you've been able to see him a little bit, spend some time around him, and just kind of that offense right now from what you've seen.
Yeah, just I was confident in whoever got the starting spot, but one thing I know about Will, just from being around him, is he's a competitor. He loves that competition where his back's against the wall and he's got to make plays, or he's got to kind of will his side or his team to victory. Whether that's just in conditioning drills or the weight room, he loves that stuff. So I know Will's just a gamer. I know he's going to do great things, and I'm just excited he's in Columbus.
You going to be at the season opener?
Yes, sir. I'll be at every home game this year. Yes, sir.
And just lastly, obviously a lot of guys are off the board now, either committed to Ohio State or committed elsewhere, but are there some players you're still talking to, trying to work on here the last couple months?
Yeah, so 3 key individuals for me that I've been kind of in charge of is Micah DeBose, flipping him from Alabama. I think we're in a good spot there. I talk to Micah every other day. I'm really heavy on the offensive line. Javon McFadden as well. I think we're in a good spot there. Really just been recruiting him really hard, and then Phillip Bell is my last one that I've been really heavy on. I think he can add a lot of great depth to our wide receiver room, and he's a gamer, so we need to get competition. So.
Well, I appreciate you doing this, Tavien. Thank you for your time. Have a great rest of the season, and congrats on the big win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.